Lillian the Waters, in the voice of revelation, the kingdom of spirit, celestial heights. Spirit is the substance of all living things. Spirit is life itself. It is spirit which is divine mind and thinking. Spirit which is divine love and loving. Spirit which comprises and includes all real life and existence. When life is found to be spirit, and thus seen to be incorruptible and everlasting, life becomes this to us. When love is found to be spirit, and thus known to be ever pure and unchangeable, love becomes this to us. When mind and thinking are found to be spirit, they become our only mind and thinking, and we are kept in uninterrupted happiness, harmony, and peace. The word human pertains to a kind of being or existence which is other than God. It designates the impure, imperfect, and incomplete. Not human betterment, human development, and human advancement are required that we experience perfection, but quite the reverse. The great necessity is an awakening to spirit, that we may cease struggling with the misconception of an existence separate from the One, and learn that all there is the self-existent I am. The notion to bring the pure into the impure, the spiritual into the material, may first appear to one as a ladder leading him to better conditions and things. But should he remain in this misconception, it will prove a veritable ditch instead, a place where he will labor and toil without end. Our life, mind, body, and existence are eternally established in spirit, perfect, complete, present. The only need is an awakening to this sublime actuality, that one may identify himself with spirit, the divine alone. When he does this, he shall come into possession of the fullness of every good and perfect thing. Since our nature is spirit, not matter, then it is impossible for anyone to be free of imperfection and limitation until this supreme and paramount fact be revealed to him. Nor can this divine revelation be received by him unless he is willing to leave the imperfect for the perfect, the intellect for the heart, and the ways and means of the personal for identification with the I, which is the all-inclusive and perfect self. The revelation that we are spirit fulfills all our desires. It comes to those who are spiritually prepared to receive it, whose thoughts are simple, and whose hearts are receptive to fuller knowledge of the real. Revelation is immediate understanding and freedom. It is imperative that we turn from palliative remedies to perceive that which is the supreme, not because it is higher, even the highest, but because it is the all and the only of life and existence. When sufficient truth has been revealed to one, he will then cease to attempt to purify his mind and thinking. He will understand that no amount of mental work can ever deliver the knowledge that the one mind has no opposite. Personal regeneration shall cease to be practiced when one accepts Spirit to be his perfect self now. The seventh day is present when we cease thinking that we are mankind or human beings supposed to overcome evil and demonstrate good in a human existence. Quote, "He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live." John 11:25. Who is me? Not an outside God, nor an outside divine mind. According to the record, it was Jesus who spoke these words. Yet he was not speaking as a man or human being, teacher or healer, but as the one I itself. Freedom in spirit. To identify oneself with spirit frees one from sin as well as sickness. A material being or body has no more existence than had a flat earth. Thus, every thought or effort based upon the supposition that mental labor, work, or treatment can overcome evil or heal disease in mind or body shall finally be seen as misconception. If you are at all, you are spirit, immutable and perfect, and your body and world are spirit also. When spirit, which is our only mind, life, and being, is revealed to us, then we know that we are spirit and that we have never been another. One spirit or nature must hold and comprise all, and all must be mutually present within a unity. There is no transmission, translation, or reflection, but spirit is an inseparable identity in itself. In this infinitude of being and existence, no principle or idea of sin or disease, imperfection or unfulfillment is present. Of this perfect life, Plotinus says, quote, "Conceive it as a power of an ever-fresh infinity, a principle unfailing, inexhaustible, at no point giving out, brimming over with its own vitality. If you look to some definite spot and seek to fasten on some definite thing, you will not find it. The contrary is your only way. You cannot pass on to where it is not. You will never halt at a dwindling point where it fails at last and can no longer give. You will always be able to move with it, better, to be in its entirety and seek no further. Denying it, you have strayed away to something of another order and you fall. Looking elsewhere, you do not see what stands there before you. The body of spirit. The belief that one can control, heal, or improve the body should be superseded by the spiritual knowledge that body is spirit, even as life, mind, and being is spirit. Life could not be one nature and body another. When we are aware that spirit is one infinitude, one existence, then our belief in human cells, human beings, and bodies ceases. Spirit cannot be in states or in degrees of being. Spirit is always spirit, all inclusive. The understanding that we are spirit puts an end to contrary viewpoints. In spirit, cosmic consciousness shall all be made alive. That is, all shall see and understand from the basis of the one principle and nature, with capital letters. Spirit is neither cause nor effect. Until one is able to break away from the belief in the triad of mind, matter, and personality, he cannot comprehend the kingdom of spirit. Not a temporal healing, but beginningless wholeness and perfection abide unbroken in spiritual consciousness. Actually, we know little or nothing of truth or reality until it is revealed to us not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord. Ezekiel 4:6. A form of life is not less or other than life itself. There is no mortal life. Speaking as a man, one speaks of a material sense and a material life, but knowing of God that all is spirit, and that spiritual life and form is one, we know there can be no form of a material life. Spirit is supreme, seeing nothing to heal or perfect, knowing itself to be infinite. Perfect being cannot feel grief or unforgiveness, sorrow or want. Spirit cannot be contaminated or defiled. The heart, which glorifies the one selfhood, knowing there is no other, is independent of dogma or creed. It is a wellspring of light within itself. If the question is asked, is this material body I walk around with the spiritual body? The one questioned needs to consider the viewpoint of the questioner. Turning again to the analogy of a flat earth, what would be one's answer to this question? Is the flat earth I see all around me the round earth? A rational answer is impossible for the reason that one earth only exists. And by the same token, one body only exists and is present. If one believes the round earth to be flat, all his questions and answers will be unintelligible. Truth only understands truth. To answer truly, one must know as the divine mind. Identifying oneself with the non-existent, he is double-minded and the spirit of the truth is not in him. There are no situations, minds, bodies, or thoughts to handle or treat. There is no personality to address in treatment. Divine mind sees divine mind perfect and complete, lacking nothing, ever aware of itself to be spirit, the one and only I. Where need one go to see and know reality and truth? It is generally accepted that one must die or leave this world in order that he may enter another world where truth is more fully known. In a sense, this is true, but not in the way inferred. We are to give up the belief that we are mortal, matter, mind, and personality, and awake to the truth that we are spirit, right here and now, and that no other world exists. This consciousness is verily the kingdom of spirit.